They were 18 years old and they got married. It was a beautiful wedding. It was a beautiful life. They loved each other so much. And they now waited for a baby. They waited a year. And her sister-in-law says, why don't you go to the doctor and see if there's anything wrong? Nah, why should I go to the doctor? It's fine. Everything is fine. A year went by. Yes, she didn't go to the doctor. 2 years went by. Yes, she didn't go to the doctor. 3 years went by. And a fourth. And finally she said, okay, she's going to go to the doctor. She went to the doctor and they did a sonogram and they found out that there was no way that she's going to have a baby. She was very devastated and she told her husband, you can leave me if you want. And her husband says, absolutely not. I love you and I want to stay with you. And so they lived together for 18 years. And finally she said, let's go to a rabbi and get a blessing. So she goes to a rabbi, and as she walks in, the rabbi says, whoa, I was looking for you. There's a couple that just had a car crash with a little girl with Down syndrome. And the girl is alive, and the couple didn't make it. Would you want to adopt this baby? And of course she said, yes. I would love to have a baby like that. That would be such a blessing. It would be someone to love and somebody to care for. And finally, she went to her husband and she told him the story. And he says, sure, let's adopt this baby. And so they did. They took the baby home. And the baby was so wonderful for them. They loved her. They gave her all the attention possible. And they understood when God says, Re'eh Anochi nosein lach. When God says in this week's Parsha, look, I have given you blessing and curses. And sometimes we have to look deeper. The blessings is easy to understand. Sometimes a curse could be a blessing in disguise. And here in this situation, she understood that if she had other children, this baby would not get the love that he deserved. And then, after about 3 years, having this wonderful child, the baby comes to her mother, a 3-year-old, and says, Mama, you have a baby in your tummy. And Mama says, no, that's impossible. I can't have a baby in my tummy. Mama, you do. So she went to the doctor and she took a test. And lo and behold, she was pregnant with twins. This was just an amazing feat. After waiting for so long, somehow she got pregnant. And this child, this Down syndrome child, knew that her mother was pregnant. But that doesn't end there. She had another 2 children after that. And now she's talking at the age of 83 and saying that God gave me so many gifts and I decided to tell this story to the world. Have a wonderful, wonderful Shabbos.